What if I told you that the first vampire, the original bloodsucker, wasn't from Transylvania, but from the Green Hills of Ireland? Yes, you heard it right. Our tale starts not in a dark, Gothic castle, but amid the emerald landscapes of the Celtic nation. The story that unfolds is of a character known as Abhartach, a figure shrouded in the mists of ancient Irish folklore. Unlike the suave, cape-clad spectre we're familiar with, Abhartach was said to be a dwarf-like creature, a far cry from the romanticized image of vampires we've come to know. But his thirst for blood was no less voracious. His reign was one of terror, his insatiable lust for blood driving him to commit unspeakable atrocities. The people lived in fear, their lives overshadowed by this monstrous being who seemed to cheat death itself. But the reign of terror was not to last forever, or so the people thought. In a desperate bid for freedom, the villagers sought the help of a local warrior, a man of strength and courage, renowned for his prowess in battle. He was their only hope against the blood-curdling terror that was Abhartach. With a heart full of determination, the warrior faced the Blood King, engaging him in a fierce duel that echoed through the silent night. The warrior, with one swift strike, ended the reign of terror, or so they thought. As the dawn broke, a chilling wind swept through the village. The ground beneath them trembled, and from the depths of the earth, Abhartach rose. His resurrection was a sight of unspeakable horror, a testament to his dark power. The villagers watched in terror as the Blood King, once slain, now stood amongst them, his thirst for blood more insatiable than ever. His presence was a grotesque reminder of their failed attempt to end his reign. Undeterred, the warrior challenged Abhartach once more. The battle was fiercer, the stakes higher. Yet, despite his best efforts, the warrior fell victim to the Blood King's power. Abhartach, soaked in the blood of his foe, stood triumphant. His chilling laugh echoed through the village, a harsh reminder of their defeat. The villagers, paralyzed with fear, could only watch as their hero was laid to rest, and their nemesis rose from the ashes of his own demise. The failure was a devastating blow to the villagers. Their hope had been shattered, replaced with a deep sense of dread. The Blood King was not just a monster, but a force of nature, relentless and indestructible. His reign was not just a reign of terror, but a reign of despair. The villagers, with heavy hearts, returned to their homes, their spirits crushed. The night was filled with the sound of their cries, a haunting melody of despair and defeat. And yet, despite the terror he instilled, the villagers were not ready to give up. With hope dwindling, the villagers turned to a wise druid for advice. The druid, an aged man with the wisdom of the ages in his eyes, spoke of a legendary method to vanquish the monstrous Abhartach. His words echoed through the silent crowd, painting a picture of a daunting final encounter. The druid advised the villagers to forge a sword from the wood of a yew tree, a weapon imbued with the mystical power of nature itself. This was no ordinary blade, but a tool of salvation, a beacon of hope against the looming darkness of Abhartach. He further instructed them to bury the beast upside down after slaying him with the yew wood sword. This, he explained, was the only way to confine Abhartach to his grave, to thwart his unholy resurrection, and to finally break the cycle of terror. Armed with newfound hope and determination, the villagers rallied for the final confrontation. The battle was fierce, the stakes higher than ever. The night air was thick with tension as the yew wood sword met its gruesome target. Abhartach, the relentless predator, was finally defeated. But in the chilling silence that followed, the villagers couldn't shake off a lingering sense of dread. Had they truly won? Or was this just another pause in the relentless cycle of horror? And so, with the beast finally at rest, peace returned to the village. Or so they hoped, as they huddled in the eeriness of the night, waiting for a new dawn. But remember, this is a tale of the undead. The villagers, still shuddering under the shadow of the past, whisper rumors of strange happenings that hint at the return of Abhartach. The eerie silence of the night echoes with the chilling stories of his immortality. This unending dread, the persistent belief in his existence, casts a cold shiver down the spine of the living. So, as you walk the green hills of Ireland, beware, for the Abhartach might just be waiting for his next victim.